According to the Independent, Jill Ventimiglia didn't have running water in her Austin home because of the punishing Arctic storm that battered Texas, so she and her dog headed to her parents' house across town. All of a sudden, her car was stuck in thick ice on a slippery road. Her white Honda Fit wouldn't budge, and as she looked up, she saw about 30 other cars were also stranded. There was no phone signal, she couldn't call 911. It was so scary, Ms Ventimiglia, 47, said. People were out of their cars screaming and panicking. After 15 minutes of frantically calling for help, a stranger shouted to her, "The guy is coming to get you next." It was Ryan Sivley in his pickup truck, which he lovingly calls the Beast. Mr. Sivley rescued 98 drivers on Monday, and about 400 others during the brutal blast that has hammered Texas, he said. Frigid temperatures and relentless snowstorms have sparked water and food shortages, widespread power cuts, and hazardous, ice-glazed roadways. "I'm going to get you, don't worry," Mr. Sivley reassured Ms. Ventimiglia, from his towering white 2010 Chevrolet Silverado, a four-wheel drive that is well-equipped to handle treacherous terrain. Mr. Sivley, 40, tethered her car to his truck using a sturdy strap, then towed Ms. Ventimiglia, who remained in her vehicle with her dog, Stella, roughly 3 miles to her parents' house. Mr. Sivley made his first rescue on February 14 as the storm was brewing. He went to a corner store to stock up on essential supplies, and on his way there, he saw a bunch of vehicles stuck on the side of the road. "It was like a sea of cars," he said. Some people were stuck in snowbanks and ditches. Mr. Sivley, who likes to go off-roading in the Beast, and his other truck, a black Toyota FJ Cruiser, happened to have some heavy-duty gear with him: hooks, chains, and recovery tow straps, which can pull more than 40,000 pounds. "I had all my gear, so I thought, let me just help," he said, adding that the situation got more harrowing by the minute. "As fast as I was clearing cars out, people were pulling in and getting stuck," he continued. He estimated there was about 3 to 6 inches of ice on the roads, causing the cars to jam up. "I went from helping one person to 3 people, to 5 people," Mr. Sivley said. "At 434 cars, I stopped counting. So many people are still stranded." Mr. Sivley secures each vehicle to his truck, then pulls it past dangerous terrain, until the driver can safely take the wheel. In some cases, including Ms. Ventimiglia's, Mr. Sivley will tow the person all the way to their destination. Soon, Mr. Sivley's rescue efforts extended beyond towing cars. When he saw how treacherous the roads were, he began driving healthcare workers to and from work and single-handedly relocating people who didn't have electricity or running water. "He's my angel," said Ms. Ventimiglia, who gave him some food and money when he dropped her off. "He has helped my whole family." Mr. Sivley picked up Ms. Ventimiglia's sister, who was with her husband, 2 children and 3 dogs, after the storm knocked out the electricity and water at their house. "They all piled into his car, and he drove them to my parents'," Ms. Ventimiglia said. Mr. Sivley isn't seeking any compensation for his towing or pickup services, he said, but some people will give him cash or transfer him money on Venmo to help pay for gas. "In one day alone, I went through 3 tanks of diesel," he said. Most days this week, he estimated, he's been out rescuing people from 4 a.m. until midnight.